not very often we get a thank you card, and we're very honored of that. It's just up here, the black card. She was very honored to get her award, so I just bring that to your attention. And notation of councillors in attendance.
Yes.
Thank you. Could I have a motion for the approval of the agenda, please? So moved by Councillor Annis, so I have a second. Second by Councillor Drake. Any concerns on the agenda? None. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded, any? Motion carried. Do we have any declaration of conflicts of interest with tonight's agenda from anyone? Hearing none, we're good. We have no delegates this evening. Could I have a motion for approval of the previous meeting minutes? Moved by Deputy Mayor Brownell, seconded by Councillor Brewer. Are there any errors or omissions or discussion on the minutes in the motion? Hearing none, we're all good. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded, if any? Motion carried. Business arising from previous meeting minutes. Do we have any business that we would like to bring up? All good in that aspect? For correspondence, is moved, A is moved to the new business. B is priorities for provincial highway requests from the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure. We'll ask our CAO maybe to, you want to bring us to light on that, or it's in the package, but do you have any?
I don't have a lot of input, just that they're requesting council's input to potentially participate in their 3-year strategic plan as far as designating which roads need the most work. Okay, I believe.
And it's all in your package, and there is a website on there that's included in the page on the package. Okay, thank you. There's no committee reports, so we'll now call on our treasurer, Katrina Landing. If she would give our treasury report, please. Huh? Did I say Karina? Sorry. I know your name's Karina. Sorry about that.
So we have the federal financial statements, since we didn't have a meeting, second meeting last month. This one consists of August as well as September 2025. And it always, as always, is a year-to-date total that's up to September 30th of 2025. Under the first section, revenue, we have our regular monthly warrants and grants, which are under numbers 4 and 5 for August and September. Under line number 10, other government revenue, you'll see in August, that is the money received from province of New Brunswick with regards to the CCGF. Under line number 15, miscellaneous income, that's just our monthly rental income from Unit 2 and 3 of the Century Grove office building. Number 16 is our interest income, and that's earned on our capital reserve, operating reserve, and CCDF accounts. Other than that, there's not really that much that went on for those 2 months, and you'll find the total for revenue on the bottom there of that page. Under the next section, you have the expenses, again for August, September, and the year-to-date total, as well as the last column is the budget percentage. Under government, general government services, we have wages from lines 4 to 11, as well as under number 16, human resource personnel, other fuel expenses, the VICPP are currently on, still under number 19, which is other administrative services. And if you want to skip to protective services, which is on the next page. Number 9 to 14 are our different expense categories for both Crescent Ridge and Crescent Valley Fire Department. And then up under line 3 and 4, you'll find the percentages for August, September, and then also the year-to-date percent of the budget. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Karina. Do I have a motion for the unaudited financial statements for August and September? Moved by Councilor Forbes, second by Councilor Brewer. Any question for our treasurer? On the unaudited treasurer report? Good, so all those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Contrary minded, any, motion carried. So we'll move on to our Chief Administrative Officer's report.
Thank you. In regards to the remote water supply project on Scotch Lake Road, I've been in contact with the well drilling company and they are prepared to install the well next week. The question was asked is whether we want to go with a 6-inch diameter well or 8-inch diameter well. I would be advised them to go with a 6-inch well. This will not provide the fastest recovery, but it should keep this project within the Canada Community Building Fund funding available. If a future council wishes to increase the diameter of the well for a more rapid recovery, they will have the ability to do so. Budget review. I have suggested a few dates for us to meet and review the proposed budget for 2026. The majority are available for a Sunday afternoon meeting. It should not take more than 2 to 3 hours. If we met this coming Sunday, November 2nd at 2 p.m., that would provide enough time to alter figures if necessary and meet again on November the 5th, or the following Sunday, November the 9th, if necessary. We could wrap it up during the committee of the whole meeting on November the 12th. The Brunswick Medical Education Foundation Scholarship. NBMEP has provided more than $1.4 million in tuition relief in 2025 to a record 166 future physicians and nurse practitioners. Each of these students has pledged to practice in New Brunswick once qualified, helping to make significant progress in expanding access to primary care for all New Brunswickers. Chris Lewis from Moncton has been awarded the Central York Rural Community Medical Education Scholarship. He's attending Dalhousie Medicine here in New Brunswick and is part of the class of 2029. I have advised NBMEP that council would like to connect with the scholarship recipient. It is up to council to start a dialogue with the student in the hopes of getting them to enter into an agreement to practice in Central York for a mutually agreeable term. Mutual aid. The request to have the Keswick Valley Fire Department automatically respond all calls up to the area within Central York currently serviced by the Millville Fire Department is being brought to Nanakwik Millville regular council meeting for discussion on Monday, November 3rd. Thank you.
Thank you. So I have a motion to accept the CAO report. I move by Councilor Downey, second by Deputy Mayor Brownell. Any questions for the CAO on the report? Yes, Councilor Akers.
Yes, outside of the last one, where it said first practice in New Brunswick once qualified, they haven't come up with like a 5-year term, to stay for 5 years or 10 years?
That's up to council to negotiate.
Also, the council will negotiate that.
If yes.
And I was wondering if it would be done in the same way that they're doing with the student at the bottom, who says a mutually agreeable term, if all the others would be done that way.
I would think so.
Yeah. But I want to thank you for not just using, or I could say it, just using the letters, for saying the actual,
The acronym.
I want to compliment you on that.
Thank you.
Any other questions for CAO? Yes, Councilor Ennis.
More of a technical question, on the remote water supply.
Yes.
If they start with a 6-inch well in this case,
Yes,
they'd still be able to increase it to an 8-inch?
that's what I'm saying. They can pull the casing out and then increase the diameter.
It doesn't take much casing there from what we understand, because the
Okay.
ledge is fairly close.
Okay. That would make sense, because to me, it would be hard to go to a larger diameter case. Okay.
So when they put the water tank in, they had to hammer, I think, 4 feet out to get the tank in the ledge, so,
Okay,
it is very handy there, so.
good. Thank you.
Any other questions? Deputy Mayor Brownell?
I was just gonna say, should we decide now in the meeting for budget review?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. That'd be great if you could.
That's all right.
So I'm good for Sunday.
I'm good for something.
Same.
Not ideal, but I think I can make it work.
Same.
It's not ideal for me, but I will do my best to make it work.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Yes, Councilor.
I know this is redundant, so the other dates that I put in my calendar are no more. It is now just the 2 Sundays, correct?
If we need the following Sunday, that's correct, but all
Yeah,
those other
but I
dates, you
can
yes.
delete the others.
Yes.
Okay, all those in favor of the motion to accept the CAA report?
Aye.
Reminded of any? Motion carried. The mayor report. The 2026 budget for the Capital Region Service Commission had its final amendments and vote of approval on Monday, October 27th. The vote this year was a unanimous decision, unlike prior years. The major change saw tipping fees increase from $104 to $109 per metric ton. This has a direct impact on each community, but it is warranted. And just to fill in some space there, if they don't increase it incrementally each year, some year we might go at a $50 or $60 or even more tipping fee, which would be possible if we don't have these small increments. That's what was put out to us by the CFO. There was approximately $800,000 of our SSF funding unused to hopefully be consumed before it expires in 2028. The board at the Capital Region Service Commission thought it was not a wise decision to match the other $800,000 at this time. The matching fund will be paid by our taxpayers, as this fund is matchable dollar per dollar. At the last Macnaquac Power Dam meeting, it was noted that Savage Island, now called Ephog Island, may be conveyed to the indigenous population in the area. The property would most likely then become federal property. This could change the Keswick Island Property Owners Association aspect of their bylaws as agriculture only, if in fact this takes place. Our municipality has supported the Keswick Island Property Owners Association in its endeavors and its bylaws in our rural plan. This may change the dynamics of the islands that lie in central York. NB Power does not own 100% of this island. I don't think this is a wise decision on behalf of NB Power at this time. I have a motion to accept my report. Moved by Councilor Brewer, second by Councilor Drake. Any questions on my report? Hearing none, all those in favor? Contrary, any, motion carried. So we'll move on into new business, and we'll start with what was brought down from correspondence, and that's the support letter request from the Keswick Range Historical Society. Do you want to go over that, or are we?
Maybe you can read the request.
I'm good. Is everyone read the request, or do you want to read it? All good? Okay, what's your thought on it?
I'm fine with a letter of support. So I'll put a motion forward that we do a support letter for the Keswick Ridge Historical Society.
Okay, do we have a seconder? Second by Councilor Downing. Any questions on that? I think it's pretty clear in the package. All those in favor? Contrary minded, if any, motion carried. A motion to approve the fire services review proposal from the municipal management advisors. That's also in your package. Hopefully everybody has read it, gone over it. So if someone is prepared to make a motion for that,
I'll motion to approve the fire service review proposal from the municipal management advisors.
Okay, moved by Deputy Mayor Brown, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Councilor Edwards. Any questions on this report? It is very clear in the documentation. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded, if any, motion carried. Do we have any other new business to bring forth this evening?
I have one thing.
Yes, Councilor Bailey.
When we created the fire bylaw initially, we thought we did a pretty good job. But I do see an area where we could further clarify within the bylaw what adequate fire protection is. So I do have a proposed amendment that we could possibly add to that, just to clarify what that wording is. And I think that would have helped us with some of the issues that we had.
Okay,
If anybody,
you want,
should we read it, or do you want me to just?
are you gonna make it a motion? Or,
Are we ready for that? I can make a motion. Yes,
It should go to the committee of the whole for
maybe the
discussion.
whole?
Yeah.
Okay,
so put it on the agenda for the next committee of the whole.
okay.
Okay, I have, I guess, one thing, I guess two dealing with one. Election New Brunswick, as you know, the election's in May for municipal elections. And there's a deadline of February the 24th, for any deadline of plebiscite questions, if we have any questions. So you might keep that in mind, if you have any. Deadline's February 24th. And the referendum questions, the deadline is March 13th, should we have any by that time. Not meaning that we have to, but it's just, that's the deadline, should there be any from council, so I'm just putting that out there. Yes, Councilor Edwards.
What do you mean by referendum?
It would be on the ballot.
If we want one on the ballot?
Yes,
Okay, and the, February 24th is, again,
that's the plebiscite question.
and that means?
The plebiscite and referendum, there's not a huge difference, I don't believe, but maybe somebody would like to address that knows more about them, or? One example of referendum was when, the province of Quebec, I think they had a referendum vote on separation, so that's kind of a referendum vote. A plebiscite vote, can you strengthen us on that?
If you wanted to ban, dogs or ATVs in your community.
That would be on the ballot as well.
Yes, that's why they have to have a date of when to appear, the latest date,
And the election date again?
May 11th.
They don't mention anything about when people have to put in their, desire to run
Yeah, it's all online.
under?
That would be April 10th, nominations close.
Yes, I hope that this would be in the minutes, or how for the residents to access this, so that, that information would be available.
Yeah, it's all on Elections New Brunswick's website.
All right.
And the Capital Region Service Commission, under the Community Development Committee, which I have since just started chairing because the chair was the mayor from Sunbury, York South, and as you all know, that council has all resigned, so I was asked to pick up the Community Development Committee chair a month ago, so. And one of the committee members from Fredericton stated that we should try to make the elections known to everybody, try to get as many people interested as possible. And one of his drives is to get council council to understand what they're getting into, what they need to know before they get into it, and even after they're elected, to get them, more educated, I don't know if that's the right word, but more up to speed on the procedure, notes of, the procedure, bylaws of council, and then the code of conducts. So that what they're hoping for is less of these, things that we've seen in some of the other municipalities, and some of the meltdowns and whatnot, so.
If I understand, I
Hang on.
believe,
But at the end of the day, all we can do is try to get the word out that, you know, the councilors aware what they're getting into and when the dates are, so that they're all aware of that, so, yes.
if I understand correctly, there will be mandatory training for everyone. But I'd like to see that act from the minister. Have you seen it?
I've seen it, yes.
But you know how difficult that sometimes it is to find any particular thing on PND or elections.
Yeah, it's there, you just go into their website and it's there, and you'll also have the tribunal now, it's in place, so that was just struck last spring, that was well after the government reforms, so that kind of is of a late date, but anyway, it's in place, so.
You say tribunal?
Yeah, that's if there's issues that the municipalities can't resolve.
How does one access that?
What?
The tribunal?
How do you access it?
Or how would a person access it?
They're all on the website also.
This is all under elections or under
No,
PND?
it's not under elections, it's under,
Yeah.
under government reforms.
So what I'm saying is that somehow when we try to send out this information to people, that all of these things should be included.
Yeah, possibly, but they're all there, you just need to look up.
Yeah, but we need to get it to them.
I understand. Sometimes you just can't push the rope.
Bit by bit, step by step.
Any other new business? Hearing none, do I have a motion for adjournment? Moved by Councilor Downing, second by Councilor Brewer, all those in favor?
Aye.